Hey, it's Drew Bennett from BenSpark's Family Adventures, and I'm back with another item in my holiday gift guide. Now, this is the one item that you're probably, well, you're definitely not going to get for this holiday, but you can place an order for it because it is a Kickstarter campaign. I received a free copy of 5 Minute Mystery. Now, this is from the makers of 5 Minute Dungeon. I was a backer of the 5 Minute Dungeon. This is my collector edition that I actually have kept. We have one that we play with. We have one that we gave to our friends. And then we have the collector's edition that has not been opened or touched because I like it so much that I wanted an extra copy just in case we ever wore out the one that we already have. Because we love playing 5 Minute Dungeon. And now the kids and I are really enjoying playing 5 Minute Mystery. It's a brand new game. Again, get it done in 5 minutes. It's really, really fun. So what this is all about, the Kickstarter launches today. There'll be a link down below to the Kickstarter campaign. And, I will definitely be one of those first 500 backers to get whatever the ultimate package is for 5 Minute Mystery because we are such big fans. Now, with 5 Minute Dungeon, it was you would take you'd have a different character, and everybody would try to fight monsters and stuff like this. Now with 5 Minute Mystery, what you do is you have a number of suspects. So you have these different characters, the different suspects, and if you look at the suspects, they might have some accessories to them or different things that make them stand out. For example, feathers or scales. Somebody has a scarf, a hat, a parasol. Whatever they are, those are some clue items. So you have a number of different culprits, and the culprits are the same characters. So this is a culprit piece, and on it, there's like a little key code. And that key code corresponds to different clues. So this is a clue. And this one is gloves, upside down. And so you would take your character, you'd have this upside down, and you'd see if these match. Obviously, you can see they do not. So the culprit does not have gloves. And you can see that the culprit here does not have gloves. And so as you go through, you're putting down clues for different suspects, and you'll see different culprit suspects in order to catch the culprit. So you're picking and finding different clues, and you're trying to do that really fast. But the thing that's is going to take the time is searching through different scenes, so crime scenes. So you have the scene, and in the scene there are a number of different symbols. You have to find those symbols within the scene. So once you find exactly what the symbols are, you rotate this codex, okay? And this has all the different symbols. So as you're looking at the scene, you find the right symbol, you add it, you put it to the codex. And then the answer is on the back. You check your codex answer with the answer on the back of the scene, and if it's correct, then you get to pick a clue. And then you pass the codex to the next person, they pick a scene card, they find the next clue, the next clue, the next clue, and you try to do that as quickly as you can within 5 minutes. Now, I know that 5 Minute Dungeon has a really cool 5 minute timer app. It's really funny because it's like, oh no, you're going to die. You have 30 seconds left, things like that. So I don't know what they're going to have for a timer app for 5 Minute Mystery, but I'm sure it's going to be funny and interesting. So this is something that as soon as we got it, the kids were so excited, and we went and played it a couple of times. Now, there are different scenarios. They're called case files. So we start off with case file 1. Time's not a factor. Someone has stolen my MacGuffin. I'm not opening this museum until you find the culprit. You have 10 minutes to catch the culprit. So normally you have 5 minutes. So it gives you double the time playing your first case to see if you can get through and find the culprit within that 5 minutes. It gets you into the game quickly. And then the second case is, it's called Case 2, Blues Clues. My loyal butler hound found a few clues that might help. Catch the culprit and return my MacGuffin. start with all 4 blue clues, catch the culprit. So immediately you can have all 4 of the blue clues and you can determine what clue corresponds with the culprit. Pretty easy. Each person will get a number of different suspect cards. So they'll have them in front of them and they'll be able to keep track of who has what thing and who, what clues have been determined. You can rule people out and very easily figure out how, who the culprit is. But you have to do it in the correct amount of time. If you get to the end and you haven't found the culprit and you run out of time, you still haven't lost. It is possible that you can go and say, okay, we think it's this person. And if you're right, you win. If you're not, you lose. So there are a number of different cases you can go through. I believe there are, let's see, right now it looks like 9 cases? I think there are 9 cases. And I'm sure the way that the folks at Wiggles 3D, who are the people, the makers of 5-Minute Mystery and 5-Minute Dungeon, the way they do their Kickstarter is as the Kickstarter hits the stretch goals, you get more and more cooler things. So maybe more case files, maybe other suspects, maybe all different things. But what we were sent was a prototype of the game, which I love it when we get prototypes of games, because this is the prototype of their codex, and I think it's super cool. And it's going to be a lot different when the actual real one comes out. And it's just neat to be able to have this item, which is going to be like, one of the things that's really hard to find. It's just kind of special that we have this codex to play with. And it is this version of the game to play with. We're really excited about it. So it's called 5-Minute Mystery. And you can go to Kickstarter. The link will be down below. The Kickstarter campaign kicks off at 11 a.m. on November 26th. The first 500 people who back the Kickstarter will actually get the game for less money. So big incentive to get in there and do that. So very excited about this. Again, I'd like to thank the folks from Wiggles 3D. They sent me this for free so that we could check it out before it even hits Kickstarter. This is Drew Bennett from BenSpark Family Adventures. You can find me on Instagram and Twitter as BenSpark, Facebook.com/BenSpark Family Adventures, and you can find me here making videos all the time. Thanks for watching.